A show based on the facts, honesty, the man, the myth, the legend, Constitutionalist Joseph M. Leonard.
Welcome to Constitutionalist Politics Podcast, aka CTP. I am your host, Joseph M. Leonard, and that's Leonard. CTP is your no muss, no fuss, just me, you, and an occasional guest type podcast. Really appreciate you tuning in. As Graham Norton would say, let's get on with the show! Hey gang, just a brief intro into Music Weeks. Here they are now. I was also considering going down the list of all the people that you see over the Music Weeks to be part of each episode, let you know who's coming or who may have been or whatnot. The list has grown. Too big to really go into here. I don't want to take that much time. Music Weeks, thankfully, has grown into a pretty big deal. So it's grown a lot more than just the one Music Week. It originally was going to start out as into multiple weeks now. Let's go ahead and get into this particular day's Music Weeks episodes. And I'm trying to drop them Monday through Friday each week of Music Weeks. Hello, everyone. Just a brief segue segment to set up today's episode of Music Weeks, week 2, episode 5 of week 2, episode 10 overall of the 3 weeks, 15 shows in total, Monday through Friday, each of the last 3 weeks of March. But you know that already, right? Today will be a reprise of Season 1, Episode 15, Music, TV, and Politics. Yes, and some movies again, too. But since it's Music Weeks, rather than have people go back in the catalog, I figured I'd bring up Season 1, Episode 15 again, Music, TV, and Politics. Without any further ado, here we go.
Alrighty.
I'm about to be joined with Michael Gardner yet again. But before I do that, I, of course, need to do the obligatory plea for you to please like and subscribe to the Constitutionalist Politics Podcast. I'm stumbling over my own show name, the Constitutionalist Politics Podcast, and Savaged Unfiltered, of which Michael Gardner joins us from, as well as, of course, please share some episodes with family, friends, total strangers on the street, especially via email and your social media, because as of this show, this is just the 15th episode. I need your help in building my audience, building my following. So please like, subscribe, and share episodes. So how's it going down there in Florida today, Michael?
Well, it's raining here, miserable, clouds. It's every day. It's like the same weather pattern from, I want to say, like 2 o'clock up to like 8 p.m. So it's terrible. I'm just enjoying the weather outside here. It's
it's like 175 degrees down there right now, huh?
Oh no, not right now. It just started pouring right now. So
it cooled off quite a bit. Yeah, yesterday, while we're recording yesterday, we had like a land typhoon. I thought my flagpole was like leaning at a 45-degree angle. I thought one of them 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts was going to launch it like a missile down the street. But anyway, thanks for joining me again. I first wanted to ask you your thoughts on the Jason Aldean controversy.
Well, I'm not a big fan of Jason. He's like one of those celebrities that are like a hit and miss. I don't know. I classify him as like a one-hit wonder. I mean, I really do. I'm not a big fan of his country music. Really am not. I mean, Willie Nelson, all the classic greats. Those are the people I listen to. You know, Jason Aldean. I don't know, man. He's different. You know.
Yeah, he's more a country rock, like a Garth Brooks. So you're more an old school country.
Well,
I like it all.
School. Yeah, I'm old school, but I also like the new stuff. Like I'll listen to Kid Rock. You know, I think Kid Rock is very patriotic. You know, I like a lot of Kid Rock's new songs and stuff like that, where he's making fun of Joe Biden, which I think is hilarious. But you know, like I said, I'm not a big fan of Jason Aldean. I did see a lot of backlash coming from his music video, where they're trying to edit, where I think they did edit a lot of the Black Lives Matter stuff. Yeah.
They're trying to, of course, distort and distract and deflect and deny and take it all out of context. All of a sudden, it's racist, like that courthouse. There was a Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana video film there. And also, I think Mariah Carey was in a Christmas movie there. So I guess tell Nick Cannon, who was married to Mariah Carey, she's racist.
I guess so. Like, if you don't agree with them, you know, they come up with the stupidest nonsense in this world. It really is. It's just straight up nonsense. You know, if they don't agree with you, oh, you're like, you know, you're racist, or you're a homophobe, or this and that. I mean, it's just, Joseph, it's nonsense. You know, when is this stuff going to stop, man?
Yeah.
You know?
When are people going to wake up and stop falling for this crap? That's the problem. There are so many Democrats that continue to fall for this crap. And the next thing I wanted to ask you, you're younger. Do you remember the show Adam 12?
Adam 12. No, that does not ring a bell.
No, it was a pair of cops, and their squad designation was Adam 12. And the reason I bring it up is this show has to do with TV. So I was lamenting how nice it would be, like the Jason Aldean video being pro rule of law, how nice it would bring to bring back a show like Adam 12 and actually support rule of law and our cops for a change. But what's a TV show you'd like to see brought back?
The Honeymooners, the Jeffersons, the Jetsons. I mean, the Jetsons were like, they nailed everything on the bat, you know, with all future technology. I mean, with Skype and Zoom and, you know, smart TVs. That was all the Jetsons. That was in the 60s. I love the Jetsons to come back. I would love like the old TGIF Friday lineup to come back, you know, Family Matters and Full House. All those shows, Joseph, they explained like fundamentals of America. You know, they taught strong household principles. Yes. You know, all that stuff was all on those shows. You know, Boy Meets World, Step by Step, all those great shows.
Morals and values. Morals, values, principles. Yeah. Now they rebooted Full House.
Did they? Oh yeah, Fuller House. It's on like Netflix.
Right. But that's the problem. It's on one of those streamers. And since you're an actor and a movie guy, both in front of and behind the camera, I gotta ask you lastly about the Barbenheimer records. They're calling it Barbenheimer. Have you heard that? Barbie and Oppenheimer weekend set records.
Yeah. I don't know. I just got off the phone with our good friend Sauce, you know, cousin Sauce of Savaged Unfiltered, and he said the same thing. You know, Sauce and I, we're not big fans of the whole Barbie movie. I think it's trash. I think it's a waste of production. I really do. The sales, I'm told, are doing somewhat okay. I mean, it's gonna attract, you know, that certain audience level, but It's just
I actually saw it. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't horrible.
You wasted a movie ticket, didn't you, Joseph?
No, I saw it at my MJR theater. I saw Oppenheimer. I left with like 30, 45 minutes left because it just dragged on forever. I saw enough of it. You know, it just dragged forever. But
you wasted a movie. You wasted a movie ticket to go see that garbage.
Well, I saw them on Tuesday, free popcorn Tuesday, $5 and free popcorn Tuesday at MJR. So I didn't invest a whole lot. And the Barbie was actually kind of funny. As I go into the episode before this interview will be tacked on, you know, there's a lot of different things in the Barbie movie. It's almost that, you know, they try to be all things for all people. And usually when you do that, you upset everybody and you hurt yourself, but it's doing well. It was the fourth all time of maybe number one for female directors of an opening weekend, and 4 all time for female movies. So it's doing pretty well.
Well,
and the theaters need this. The theaters need this. They're hurting.
It's pandering to China. You know, of course, they got to throw that in there because it's a Martell company, and
that flag,
you know, they have to support their creator, so to speak, right? So
that's a good question. I wonder where Barbie dolls are actually made these days, if they indeed come from China or not.
They don't make them in the States. I don't think any Barbie doll or any type of clothing or any type of merchandise is made here in the States. I doubt it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't delve in and research that. I probably should have, since I was going to bring it up. But I mean, what all is made here now? I mean, most things will say assembled in the United States to try to trick people. That's not the same as made in the United States. That's just getting all the parts.
Fake label on it.
Yeah, all the parts come from overseas, and some slave labor made it all, and somebody here just assembles the parts or puts it in the box, and that's supposedly assembled in America.
I seen a couple liberal shows the other day. Our good friends at the View. You know, they were like, I don't know why America is showing so much backlash on the Barbie movie, and then Indiana Jones, and they seem to love the Sound of Freedom versus Indiana Jones. Why are they not liking Indiana Jones? You know, and this and that. Well, because it's woke garbage. Indiana Jones kind of sold out to the woke agenda.
I didn't notice that. I saw all 4 of the movies we've talked about. I didn't see that. I just think the Indiana Jones, there was too much time between the last one and this one. It's kind of played.
Yeah, there was a huge time lapse.
Yeah, I think Indiana Jones would have done a lot better had Sound of Freedom not been out. Now, if they wouldn't have had a lot of people that would be interested in this show and your show, would have been potential customers for Indiana Jones had Sound
we
of
just
Freedom
discussed all this, you know, with the whole Barbie, you know, this just earlier today, that episode aired on iHeart, you know, the episode 284, Cousin Sash Returns. We just, you and I, Joseph, you know, we just discussed this on the show, you know, with the whole Barbie and, you know, like, what the hell is, you know, these islands doing in the damn movie and this and that?
I mean, that's completely irrelevant to the script. It's pure pandering to China, and they put it there knowing most people will have zero clue what the heck that is.
They won't pick it up. You know, they'll have like a 5 or 6 year old mentality, like when we were watching The Wizard of Oz and you would see the Munchkin, you know, background being hung on the tree. You know, 5, 6 years old, you can't pick that up right away. Right. There's like the hitting stuff, you know, but
Exactly. Well, I know you got to get back on the road again.
Yeah, I don't mean to keep on, if it's all right, Joseph, I'm drinking a big gulp, so that's why I'm always doing this.
Yeah.
You see Joseph's camera, I'm like,
well, yeah. I've got my Soda Stream root beer right here, so
yeah. I'm giving Joseph a free publicity here for a big gulp there.
All right, well, thanks. Take care. I'll talk to you again. Not this Saturday, but the following Saturday.
Yeah, not this Saturday, guys. You can check out Joseph next Saturday on the live stream on Rumble and YouTube and Facebook and Twitch and.
Yeah, you're going out of town, you said? You heading back to Atlanta for family again, or is this a vacation?
No, this is a vacation for myself, Joseph. I need it. Yeah, I'm leaving this Friday night, and I won't be back until next Thursday. So,
all right, I'm
going down to Miami for almost a week, just about a week.
Yeah. So just as an insider behind the scenes here, this is actually being recorded on July the 27th, Thursday. So yes, actually, Mike will be back and there will be a live Savaged Unfiltered on Rumble and hopefully soon back to TikTok Live. So that'll be what, Rumble, Twitch, and what's the other one?
Yeah, the live stream platforms, folks, are Rumble, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and TikTok. So that'd be 5 altogether.
Yeah, that's great. So again, people, thank you for tuning in. And again, like and subscribe to Constitutionalist Politics Podcast and Savaged Unfiltered. Maybe even go back a few years and dig up some old The Patriot Angle shows with Michael Gardner.
God, yeah. And our dinosaur library of that show.
Yeah. And of course, share episodes. We need your help to grow the shows. Take care, everybody. God bless. Thank you for having tuned in for Constitutionalist Politics Show. If you haven't already, please check out my primary internationally available book, Terror Strikes, coming soon to a city near you. Available anywhere books are sold. If you have locally run bookstores still near you, they can order it for you. And let me remind, over time, the fancy high production items will come. But for now, for starters, it's just you as a very appreciated listener by me. All substance, no fluff, just straight to key discussion points. A show that looks at a variety of topics, mostly politics, through a Christian U.S. constitutionalist lens. So again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Take care. God bless. Like and subscribe to Constitutionalist Politics Podcast and share episodes. We need your help.
Wham Radio, 1600 AM and 92.7 FM is your conservative flamethrower. Weekdays, Steve Gruber starts things off at 6 a.m. Gruber gives his perspective on the issues of the day. At 9 a.m., Glenn Beck blazes the airwaves with his nationally syndicated program. From noon to 3, it's Dennis Prager. At 3 o'clock, it's Wham's own Thayrone X. On the Edge, Thayrone tells it exactly as he sees it. At 6, it's The Dana Show, your conservative alternative. At 8, don't miss Joe Pags. Weekends are filled with conservative talk as well. Fingers Malloy, Thomas LeDuc, The Abolitionists Roundtable, A Moment of Clarity with Pastor Rick, Your American Heritage with Ed Bondarenka, Dave Janda's Operation Freedom, and Dick Kupke's Trigger Talk. You can even get links to Wham podcasts from Dave, Dick, and of course Thayrone, all from their pages on our website, whamradio.com. Keep it locked on Wham Radio, 1600 AM and 92.7 FM in southeastern Michigan, and whamradio.com anywhere in the world.